afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi all. Welcome to our Seer Showcase, week 1. I hope you're all doing well. I'm here joined today by Phil Banner and Yasser Hassin from Formpipe Software. Welcome, gentlemen. Nice to see you.
Hi, guys. If you done?
Good. So what we're going to do over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to work with Phil and Yasser to quickly walk us through the Formpipe solutions and start to introduce us with their main benefits to ensure that we know a bit more about what they're going to offer us. We're going to start today really by walking through their output documents and management solution, which enables companies to capture, manage, generate, and to distribute information in a structured manner. Before moving into a bit of Q&A, what we're going to look to do is then move on to their primary output, which is LaserNet. LaserNet is a Microsoft certified solution that streamlines, simplifies, and optimizes business communications for our customers and stakeholders. At the very end of the call, nice and easy, there's going to be a time for Q&A. So if you have any questions, please hold to the end, and I'm sure Phil and Yasser will be able to jump in and answer any questions you might have. And give you a bit more direction and talk to you about the next steps. But if you have any questions, please save them to the end and we'll get back to you. But I think that's probably enough for me because we're here to talk about Formpipe, we're here to talk to Phil, we're here to talk to Yasser and really get a feel of their product. So Phil, Yasser, if you don't mind, I'm going to hand over to yourselves and let you run the presentation.
Perfect. Thanks, Dan. So welcome everyone to this live webinar showcasing Formpipe and our flagship input-output document solution, LaserNet. My name is Phil Banner. I'm Formpipe's partner manager, and I'm joined today by Yasser, business solutions consultant, who will shortly bring to life our solution with a live demo. For those of you who do not know Formpipe, we are a Swedish company employing 300 people in 7 offices and delivering our solutions worldwide through our ERP partners. LaserNet has been around for over 30 years and has been continuously developed so that today it can take data from any ERP or legacy system and transform this data via our Formpipe engine into a professional customer-facing document, which any organization would be proud of. Our accolades include being a Microsoft Gold partner, and LaserNet is endorsed as a MS preferred solution. LaserNet is fully integrated into Dynamics ecosystems, F&O, CE, and BC. We have a member of the Peak Advanced Release team, which means that we are fully compatible with new releases of Microsoft Dynamics 4 weeks in advance of that release, ensuring our partners and our lifecycle Dynamics user interface is fully compatible. And we use that for all ISV deployments. So what can LaserNet do? We can design whatever documents you need using Dynamics transactional data. We can incorporate graphics, imagery, barcodes, promotional messaging, QR response tracking. We can ensure brand conformity, making it easier for you to design your docs, reduce complexity using wizards and tools within our solutions. So you can send out across your document via multi-channel output, any printer, any device, HTML, SMS, PDF, EDI, etc. We've come across it before. We operate in all industries and channels. We have deployments in retail, banking, utilities, professional services, and our product is totally scalable from SMEs using BC through to global ERP clients which have multilingual and multi-currency requirements. So to date, LaserNet is deployed in over 2,500 installations worldwide, So why do customers tell us they choose LaserNet? Well, they can design professional customer-facing docs without the expensive, time-consuming programming. And templates supplied within LaserNet enables rapid deployment, which reduces project risk, reduces time to deployment of the project, reduces project costs, and we have one-to-one docs deployed quickly, which will help you achieve your return on investment in a much easier way. When extended into barcodes, receipts, catalogs, etc., the savings can be multiplied. And we always say to our clients, don't leave your document designs to chance. I'm now going to hand over to Yazir, who is going to demonstrate our architecture and show a bit more about some examples of what I've talked about. Thank you. Over to you, Yazir.
Thank you, Phil. Hi, everyone. So today I'm going to go over a bit of a demo of our solution, but just before that, I'm going to go over the architecture and kind of set the scene of how LaserNet and the LaserNet connector works. So LaserNet is the core processing engine and the beating heart of our platform. And around this, we have our inputs on the left-hand side. So we have applications, digital information such as EDI, XMLs, or hard copy documents that are OCR'd in and converted into a file format that you can use into LaserNet. Equally, we can generate and distribute data and documents. As you can see on the right-hand side, you've got our outputs. So these can be external integrations. We can digitally output content, and at the same time, we can print out documents as well from LaserNet. Using the whole platform, there are a number of processes that can be catered for, such as label generation, letter generation. We can create barcodes, we can transform data, we can even do bespoke personalization. And a main aspect of our LaserNet features is the brand consistency when it comes to editing our documents with logos, fonts, colors. All of this is encompassed in a complete cloud or hybrid solution. And that takes me on to my next slide, which is the Formpipe's all-inclusive SaaS solution. So we have our Formpipe cloud that is encompassed with LaserNet and Autoform DM or archiving solution. And then you have your Dynamic 365 or your REST API integrations. We can connect to multiple ERP systems, not just Dynamics 365, and we can connect to multiple REST API integrations. From this, we gather in the data, we generate it into LaserNet, we create and edit and transform this data into documents or solutions that are required, and then we output this either in printing, emails, sending out in multiple kind of formats. We also have our Autoform DM, which is a archiving solution that connects with LaserNet and D365. We can upload and retrieve information as well. And this is really good use for scanning and batch processing. So this is our LaserNet architecture. So try to simplify as much as possible. So we have an overview of what is happening over here. So we've got D365 on the left-hand side with our SSRS reports. And then what we have is our query reports that we create through our LaserNet connector. These then get transferred into XML and hand over into the LaserNet solution. From this, the customer can make changes to the layout, the imagery, the data presented to actually meet the customer requirements. And then this gets pushed back into a variety of different formats that can be presented with the documents, either emails, printing, SMS, and web. We also, again, have our Autoform DM archiving solution where we can archive these documents. So once it goes into LaserNet, we use our LaserNet developer, which I'll show you shortly on how to make these changes. So to the left, you have your standard D365 purchase order report. And in my previous experience of the implementation I've done in the past with previous clients, nearly 99% of them would make changes to your standard purchase order report. This meant that developers had to change the SSRS reports and code them to the client's needs. As you know, it's a very lengthy process which can affect the project budget, the time, technical resources it takes to make these changes with SSRS and the coding behind it. The main kind of fault that used to happen if mistakes were made when this development was happening, more changes would need to happen. The whole process would have to be re-engineered with the technical solution architects, designing the functional design documents again, and it took a lot of time and a lot of project resources. However, to the right, you have a purchase order created using LaserNet. Customers can handpick this information, the imagery, the colors they'd like to see, including the reports, and all of this can be previewed with no downtime, and you can make changes pretty much instantly when generating these reports and showing them. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into our demo, and just let me know if once you can see my screen.
Your screen's dropped off. Do you want to share that again?
Yeah, I'm just doing it now. Can you see my screen over here?
Perfect. It's just loading up for us now.
Perfect. So here we have our Dynamic 365 Finance and Operations homepage where you have all the modules. I'm going to just click on this hamburger menu on the left-hand side, and I'm going to look for modules. Clicked on modules now, and I'm going to go over to our purchase order. So go to procurement and sourcing, all purchase orders. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to generate a purchase order in D365 using our LaserNet connector. So let's just choose a purchase order over here. And now I'm going to generate this purchase order using our LaserNet connector. So you can see here we've got an extra button with LaserNet on it. And I'm going to generate this purchase order right now. This will generate the purchase order with PDF. And then I'm going to go into our LaserNet developer, bring that report that we've just generated, make changes to it, and show you how this is possible with no downtime at all. So we've got our Formpipe standard purchase order that we've created here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into our LaserNet developer, as you can see over here. And this is a screen where you can see a number of different forms that we can use within our LaserNet developer, where you can make changes and edit these kind of standard reports from D365. So whether that's purchase orders, sales confirmation reports, invoices, packing slips, labels, etc. This is the screen where you make these changes. So for today, I'm going to make changes to our purchase order report. And as you can see, this is the purchase order report that we just generated in D365. So what we have over here is our XML page on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side, you have your actual report, what you would see when you're actually generating the document. So if I want to make a change, for example, let's say there's a delivery address, we've only got information where it says site 1. I want to add some more information. I look into the XML on the left-hand side. I see the delivery address over here. We simply click rearrange. We select the delivery address, and then it appears on the right-hand side of the screen. We drag and drop it wherever we'd like. So let's say we take it here right underneath, and it'll line up correctly, and we've got that here now. Now, for example, say I didn't want the logo on the left-hand corner of the screen, and I wanted it on the right-hand side. You simply drag and drop and take it to the right-hand side. You still have the autonomy to either move any of these figures around with the keypads. You can drag and drop. I'm going to put that back here for now, for example. So to do this on an SSRS report would take a lot of coding, even just to move the logo around to another section. So now I'm going to save this report now. So we've added the delivery address and we've changed the logo to the right-hand side. So if I save this, and I'm going to patch it. We've patched it successfully. Now we're going to go back into D365 and we're going to generate this report. So this is the old report. You can see there's no delivery address and the logos on this side. Go back into D365, use our LaserNet connector to regenerate this report. You can instantly generate this report again, and you can see that it's generated. The PDF is going to be downloaded over here, and you can see that the logo has been changed to the right hand corner of the screen, and we've added an updated delivery address over here. So that's how easy it is to make changes within our LaserNet connector using our LaserNet developer. And you can similarly do this for labels, sales confirmations, invoices, a whole load of documents and reports that are standard within your Dynamics D365. Just another kind of feature or functionality I'd like to show just before we finish this demo is the functionality that we have within our LaserNet module, which is the query wizard. So once LaserNet is deployed onto your D365 environment, you'd have a module called LaserNet over here. And then you have a number of kind of functionalities and features that you can do. For today, I'm going to just go into the reports. This is where you have a long list of reports from D365, which has your standard SSRS reports, and then you have your query reports that sit on top of these SSRS reports, which we kind of make changes and edit in our LaserNet developer. So, for example, our purchase order report, we've got a purchase order replacement report. So we've got this feature called a query wizard, which allows you to build reports within D365. And it's really intuitive with a nice GUI as well. So we click next again. And then this has a list of all the tables within D365, which you can choose from to build your report. And on top of this, you can go in and select the fields that you want. You can take the fields to the right and left hand side of the screen, whether you want to add them in or delete them from your report. And then you keep going. You can sort out the fields, sort out the range, and last but not least, you can create the report itself. So it's really easy to create reports within D365 using our LaserNet connector. So that's pretty much it from the demo side of our D365 environment on our LaserNet connector. I'm going to go back into our PowerPoint presentation just to finish up before we go into our question and answers. So you might ask what the use cases are in terms of our D365 LaserNet connector. And there are many use cases in terms of where we can do integrations to sales. We can create catalogs for our products to make it a lot more presentable and nicer looking compared to your standard Microsoft catalogs. We can also add labels for warehousing or manufacturing industries. We can OCR import into mobile devices, and we can create barcodes for warehousing and supply chain industries as well. D365 with our LaserNet connector can kind of edit signature and POS systems, and it's really easy when it comes to mail handling and sorting out attachments when to send these documents out. After all of that, takes it to our questions and answers. So do we have any questions, answers I would like to learn more about?
Thanks, Yazir. I hope you all saw how easy it was to customize a standard vanilla D365 output and make it, so easy to make your documents professional at much less cost and much less expense. While we're waiting, I have been sent a couple of questions, Yazir, if you'd like me to read them out to you.
Yep.
So my client is concerned customization of documents will add delay and considerable cost to their D365 F&O project.
Yeah.
How can LaserNet help?
So in terms of LaserNet helping, what we always say is we can actually save time to a project because we take out this whole process of customizing documents from the SSRS reports and the coding it takes and the procedures it takes behind that. We will save money and time when it comes to project resources, when it comes to editing these documents. You can edit documents instantly. You can cut down time and costs for developers. And you can even preview. One of the main features that we have with our LaserNet connector is actually preview the document before you kind of send it out to deployment, which is a really cool functionality and saves a lot of time in projects. And as I said earlier, when mistakes are made in the development stage, it's really easy to overcome this with the preview functionality.
Brilliant. I've got another one. Can I easily add a field to a document without the need for programmers?
Yeah, so as I showed you at the end of the demo, we've got our query wizard, and that takes you through the process that you can use to generate these reports. And within these reports, when you're creating the reports, you can add the tables and the fields from D365 into your report and into your document as well.
I've got a Dynamics client with C&E, and they need to be able to reprint or resend invoices, copy invoices from archiving. How could LaserNet help with that?
So within the LaserNet connector, we have a archiving solution. We also have Autoform DM, but within our standard LaserNet connector, we have an archiving solution. So any document that gets generated within D365, it goes into the archive. You can easily reprint these documents and resend them out as well.
Brilliant. I've got a multinational client who's asking they need to be able to invoice in different currencies and languages.
Yeah.
Does that mean they need to design a different document for every market which they trade in?
No, not at all. So what we have in our LaserNet connector, you have this functionality where you can build reports. So you can build one report and you can choose the different languages and currencies you'd like it to generate. So depending on the legal entity, depending on the customer, you can select the currency and the language it uses, and then when it comes to generating these reports from these customers or suppliers, it will generate it in the language or currency that you've selected.
And a similar question, a company with different legal entities, they want to have the same document but rebranded for each of their legal entities, each of their different divisions. Does that require a major reworking?
No, not at all as well. So you can create these designs specific to legal entities. You wouldn't have to go in and have the same report or same document for all the legal entities in your environment. So you can select them for a specific legal entity.
Fantastic. That's really good to hear. I haven't got any more questions. Have you got any, Dan?
No, I'm just looking at the product and thinking to myself, as a project manager in a previous life, it's fantastic. It would certainly alleviate a lot of our problems. Seen lots of challenges where we've got sort of multi legal entities, multi currencies, becoming more and more multinational. It sounds like we'd absolutely answer those questions. So I think you've probably covered all my questions actually, Phil, which is a shame because I'm racking my brain in the background. But fantastic demo, you see. I really appreciate that one. I've just checked the group to see if there's any more questions in the group. But Phil, I think you captured all of them. So nice work there. But if there's a sort of no questions from the group, I just want to say it's been absolutely brilliant. It's been really helpful to understand the use case behind using your products, where they fit in within the market, and generally to get a better feel of how you could do this through from what I understand it to be self-service, which makes a big difference and easy to drag and drop. Yeah. So it's been absolutely a real education and a real important for myself, especially to understand that. I'm hoping many people watching as well get a real flavour of what Formpipe is all about and what you do.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, in terms of next steps, if anyone would like more information about our solutions, please get in touch. Our details will be on the slide at the end. And of course, we are partner first, so we offer our partners free training and access to 60-day demo licenses so they can deploy our solutions in a sandbox at zero cost to evaluate the solution. So we do look forward to hearing from you in the future. And again, thank you very much to Seer 365 for facilitating us. Much appreciated, guys.
Phil, you see it. Thank you so much for your demonstration. Thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate it. And I'm sure it's been a real education for people at home as well. So thank you very much.
Cheers, thanks, guys.